Pellets are a really effective bait to use when you're fishing on natural waters for bream and skimmers. We all know how important they are to use on commercials, but I will not go to a natural water anymore without micro pellets and 4mm pellets. And the versions that I like to use are the activated carp cell pellets. The really sweet coconut smell, and I feel like the bream just absolutely love them, matches this style of fishing perfectly. Whenever I'm fishing on a feeder, I will always use soft baits, and I'm going to quickly show you how I like to soak these baits to get the most from them. Preparing pellets is a really simple process, but it's easy to get it wrong. Personally, I don't like to use the pellets straight from the bag. I like to soak them so they absorb water, they get a little bit bigger, they're a little bit easier for the fish to eat. I think it gives you that bit more of a visual attraction too if the pellets are a little bit bigger, soak up. I personally think the fish think that them pellets have been there for a long time, so they're safe to eat. So I'm going to quickly show you how I like to prepare them. I'm going to use the 2mm cell pellets today. This is what I'm fishing with, and to do it, it's a really simple process. I'm going to take half a bag of pellets and pop them straight into a bait strainer. That's usually, half a bag is usually enough for a session. If you use more than that, you've probably had a really good session, but it's so simple to do, you can do it quickly. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes to actually prepare them. So once your pellets are in your bait strainer, I'll get a tub of water and totally flood the bait strainer, so every pellet is totally submerged in water. So just keep adding it until all the pellets are completely underwater. Just give them a little shake so every pellet is fully submerged. It's worth noting I have got a 3-pint bait tub underneath this bait strainer, which keeps everything nice and easy for the next process, which I'll show you. So 2mm pellets is a really simple process for soaking time. I like to soak them for 2 minutes. So I've got a little stopwatch there, I'm a little bit behind on what I wanted, so I'm going to stop it at about 1 minute 50. But if you're using a 2mm pellet, soak it for 2 minutes. If you're using a 4mm pellet, soak it for 4 minutes. 1 minute per millimetre of size pellet is a really simple guide to getting the perfect pellet. So I'm going to wait 2 minutes now, and then I'll show you a next little step, which I personally think gives me a massive edge when I'm fishing for bream. So once the 2 minutes is up, really simple process now. Get your bait strainer with the 2 little sides and completely remove the pellets from the little bait tub. And I like to just literally give it a little bit of a vertical slope so all the water's going to drain off. And what you can do now is remove your little bait tub. Just going to pop it down there. Make sure all the water's drained off it. Give it a little shake to get it all off. Feel like angling it to the side just gets the water out of every little bit of pellet too. Gives it a little bit of a, makes it, every pellet's a consistent wetness then. So I've got my bait strainer. I'm going to get a little EVA tub just like this and totally put the pellets in that EVA tub. And now I really like yellow pellets when I'm fishing for bream, and the reason why is I think it stands out in clear water. Bream absolutely love yellow baits like corn, and I feel like a yellow pellet gives my ground bait and my loose feed a little odd fleck of colour, and I feel like the bream just like to sit around it, and they'll sit around it for a bit longer too. And I think that yellow colour just gives me a bit of an edge when everyone's feeding the standard brown colour. So to get that yellow colour, what I like to do is add some of the yellow Scopex Pineapple Captivate colourant. It's a really simple process now, and that's why I've added it to the EVA bowl. So I'm going to give it a little screw on the top and literally shake in about, not too much, probably 10 good glugs. Put the cap back like that. And now, as you can see, there's just a little bit of yellow and the standard brown pellet next to it. So all I like to do is zip up this EVA bowl like that and give it a good shake. Give it a good shake, shake around. That just spreads all that colourant throughout every pellet, and it stops your hands getting really, really yellow and messy then. Give it a good shake, that should be enough. Unzip the lid, pop it down. As you can see, every pellet has gone bright yellow. That's a massive edge when you're fishing on natural waters. Clear water, bream will spot them a mile off, come in and nail your hook bait and feed. Just a bit of an edge, and I feel like It just helps my bait stand out from the crowd. One final tip regarding soaking pellets and my little yellow edge is to leave these pellets to soak up that colour and water for about 15 or 20 minutes. So go set up your box, set your rods up or something like that, come back after about 15 minutes and you will have the perfect pellets that are ready to use and catch you some fish.